Rise and shine. Pour yourself a cup of coffee and tune in to Good Morning Aurora. News, weather, and really cool interviews. Monday through Friday from 8 to 9 a.m.
Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is 8:03 a.m. and you are listening to Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. And it is a great Thursday today. Hope that you guys are having a nice, blessed, beautiful morning. It's cold today, so please stay warm and please stay safe, because if you get frostbite or if something else bad happens to you due to this cold weather, I shall be greatly put out. All right. So the temperature today is, the high today will be 19 degrees, and that high looks to be reached at about noon today. The current temperature outside is approximately 9 degrees. So tomorrow the temperature will be 10 degrees and cloudy. Saturday looks like a 40% chance of snow with a high of 12 degrees. Super cold this weekend, so again, please be safe. All right. Artists, the call to art is still out and going on. Our friends of the Streetscape Committee are funding a second mural to welcome visitors into downtown. The theme of the mural will be Aurora Unity. We've been talking about this and telling you guys about it for a while now, so be sure to take part in that. And anything that you see that we post in regards to the call for art, please take part. The 12th, Friday, so literally tomorrow at 10 a.m., Tai Chi for the Chinese New Year. Tuesday, February 16th, 7 p.m., Growing Your Business with LGBTQ-Friendly Practices. Thursday, March 18th, 7 p.m., Township Government Civic Education. You must register for all of those great initiatives brought to us by our friends at the Aurora Public Library. Shouts out to the Aurora Public Library right across the street from Society 57 in downtown Aurora. STEAM Portal Academy applications are available on the website, the City of Aurora's website. You can definitely check out STEAM and those. Oh, good morning to our friends. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear the notifications? Boing! Facebook popping. All right. Shout out to y'all. I'll call you after the news. All right. Art and Market Aurora. So Saturday the 13th, so this Saturday, a great gathering of vendors and artisans returns. This is taking place every second and fourth Saturday at Society 57, located at 100 South River Street. Again, right across the street from the library. Kane County's Volt mobile van has returned to Aurora, Elgin, and West Dundee. Let me see here. So starting today and tomorrow, the van will be at Prisco's Community Center from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Prisco's is located at Lake Street and Illinois Avenue. So shouts out to Prisco and shouts out to Kane County. So that's it today for the news. We've got a great episode, and we want to give some quick shouts out before we wrap it up today. I want to say thank you to a good group of friends. A Call to Shoulders, Greg Zilioli, CVN, Cyclevision Network, Diesel, Chad, Treadwell Coffee, John Schretz, All Spoked Up, Yvonne, Cottonseed Creative Exchange, Jen Ingram Art. And last but not least, we want to say shouts out to Crystal House, Elias, and that is the news. So, good. Is it still morning? It is.
It's an amazing morning.
Yeah.
Sure. A little bit cold out.
Yes. Good morning. Nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet and see you guys in person after talking to you for such a long time. For our listeners and our viewers, let us know who you are and where you're from.
Okay, my name's Anna Tradre. I am his wife.
She is.
My name's Kyle Tredre. I'm her husband.
Yeah, well, yes, thankfully.
Works out, right?
Right.
And we're the founders of Spots on the Fox.
Very cool. Very cool. Now we're gonna get into Spots on the Fox. We're gonna get into what it is as a business. Yeah. But to start off, you guys, where are you guys from?
So we live in Aurora.
Okay.
I am originally from Columbia,
Okay.
the country. I was born and raised there, and I came here when I was like 11. I've been here ever since.
Yep. I moved to Geneva when I was 4. Lived there, lived in Batavia, Sugar Grove. Her and I just moved to Aurora about 3 years ago.
Okay.
So, yeah,
All right.
we're all local.
Digging the Aurora experience.
Yes.
Digging the Aurora experience.
Yeah, my entire family's in Aurora. We're 2 minutes away from my parents and my sisters and the kids, so we're all very close. Yeah.
Okay. What things do you guys like about Aurora? What are some of the community aspects that draw you guys here?
So one thing that kind of stands out for me, when she was pregnant with our son Owen, we took a picture of her in front of those big wings.
Yeah, just
Every what
Right
was it?
there.
right here.
Every
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Every 4
4
weeks.
weeks?
Every 4 weeks.
And we put them together in this big montage. So like forever, like that will be a really huge memory of downtown for us.
Okay.
So that big painting.
Very cool. And for those interested about these wings, they are the wings that are on the side of La France Bakery
Yes.
on Galena. Right. Yeah.
Right by the bridge.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's a nice little setup. Right. So the growth with the wings. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
sure.
that.
It's crazy, you know, seeing each progression picture.
Right.
And of course, I'm 18 weeks pregnant now, and it's very, very cold. But, I was thinking like maybe we could sneak out there towards the end of the pregnancy and kind of do a few there for this pregnancy as well. But
Keep it going, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you don't want the second child to be like, "Where's my wing
That's
picture?"
what I was telling her. Where's all my
He said
special
that.
pictures?
He
you know?
said that, yeah.
All right, so Aurora is a great town, and one of the things that we've noticed in Aurora is that the small business community was doing well before the pandemic came, the business slowed down. Are you guys in tune with the business community here in Aurora, and what's that feedback been like?
Yeah, so I've run a marketing company for the past 15 years, so I do have a number of clients in the area.
Okay.
I had an opportunity to speak with them the beginning of last year and throughout last year to see how their business was going, how the pandemic had affected them. And, that was one of the really big reasons that we saw an opportunity to provide something for the small businesses in the area and to provide something for the community and to just support everybody. So
Right.
that's kind of our goal with our whole platform.
Okay.
And then also from the consumer standpoint, I worked in Aurora, so I worked at Kaufman Truck Sales, which is
Oh.
right on Lake.
Local, yeah, right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Shout out.
So pretty much like every day that I went to work, I would kind of divert my route so I could pass by Indiro.
Sure.
Yeah,
So I would get coffee at Indiro pretty much every morning.
love that place.
Yeah, it's one of our favorite places. But obviously, before the pandemic hit, I had my son, so I became a stay-at-home mom. But I realized that obviously my life was really altered as a
Right.
consumer because I have 2 autoimmune conditions, and then I had a very little one. So we became very, very quarantined, and we just realized that okay, well, we need to be able to continue to support our small shops, our local businesses. How do we do that? If I'm not going physically into places anymore.
Right.
And we knew that there's something needed to be done. Especially there was quite a few places that actually didn't even have websites.
Yeah.
And I was very surprised by that because it's 2020 and you're like, he's in the marketing businesses, he does websites. So I was like,
You go
what?
hit Google, nothing comes
Yes.
up. You're like, what?
Yeah, they have a site from like 1996 or something.
Yeah. So we wanted to make sure that we could accommodate all of that. Make sure that we can include them as well because we're the backbone of this country. Small
Sure.
businesses are, so
Sure.
support them.
So, having the business presence and the knowledge with the marketing skills,
Yeah.
how has the reception been with businesses working with them, things like that? I mean, it seems like you guys are kicking butt and taking names. I see a lot of activity, a lot of traffic, and it looks really positive.
Yeah, I mean, we are very new. We launched middle of October in 2020. But we have been getting a lot of vendors on. We've been having more sales. We've had a really great response from the community, and we've also been working to make partnerships with trusted organizations and individuals.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I mean, it's starting something new is always, it's
Difficult.
a really big,
There's a challenge.
really big challenge.
Especially during a pandemic when times are uncertain, when some businesses didn't know whether they were going to be able to keep their doors open.
Right.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that we're integrated with our partnerships, that have the trust of their audience, and
Yeah.
that's so important to us, being local, having a local business, making sure that vendors saw the value behind the partnerships too.
Yeah, we're really trying to provide as much value as possible, but we're also trying to gain as much trust, so we feel that the partnerships that we are making is a really great way to reach more businesses, but, show them who we are and the value that we bring and make it be a trustworthy partnership.
All right, so going back to October of last year, Spots on the Fox starts.
Yep.
Okay. Now, how did that name come about? It sounds familiar, but the logo is really cool too. It's got a fox shell. Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, like it was one of those things where I was in my parking lot and I had an idea for Spots on the Fox about 6 years back, but it was more of a directory, find things to do site.
Okay.
And Spots on the Fox just kind of popped up. I thought it was, Fox River, keep it local, spots or places.
Boom. Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Went and bought the domain.
But it's also a play on word, because like the fox has spots. So spots on the fox.
It allows us to, to branch out to, you
Yeah.
know. So we went and bought the domain name, and it was just, with the pandemic, we were thinking like, we want to use that domain name for something that's really great.
Mm-hmm.
The logo we came up with, 6 years back, first logo we ever did for it, never changed. It was just kind of,
It was meant to be.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because I've had artists up here, people draw, and I'm like, or musicians and stuff. They ask them like about their band, like, well, it was called something else. I always want to know, what was it called before? Like people, when you have something and you don't crumble it up or throw it away, or you just sit on it, it may come back.
Yeah.
To like, it may come back to life. You can revive it.
It's actually, I think that the use now for it is just so much better than what it could have been, 6 years ago.
Sure.
So I'm glad that it came back.
It's something that doesn't exist for us locally at all, and it's helping the whole community, helping businesses, helping customers. I mean, if people aren't comfortable going into stores, if they just want the convenience, I mean, now we're in the habit of just getting our food delivered.
Or like Instacart, where I go in and they'll put it in my car.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't
So
have to go to the store.
it's just we wanted to come up with something that gave a lot of convenience. So like my mom, right?
Mhm.
She loves downtown 3rd Street in Geneva.
Okay.
I could just
I
pop
heard
on
the
there.
names.
I could pop on there, get 2 products from this store, a book from this place, and a coupon deal, and I can check out from my house 2 minutes, do all my shopping from her favorite stores. So, that's really the end goal, is having all the businesses up and down the Fox,
Right.
and having the community know and trust the site and know that 100% of their money goes to the vendor instantly.
Right.
So they get everything.
I like the Fox River when you drive down like Route 31 or Broadway, if you're going to like Batavia.
Yeah.
You look out the window to the left,
Yep.
you're like, wow, look at all this nice stuff, the big windmill, Faden Park, all that.
Yep.
And when you drive, you do think about connecting and maybe how far you're going. I like that connection aspect of it.
Yeah.
What is the biggest benefit to a customer with Spots on the Fox?
I'd say there's a lot. I mean, convenience is huge. People want convenience, they want it now, they want it to do wherever they want to do from their phone, wherever they are.
Seamless.
Seamless.
They can shop multiple vendors. I think the biggest thing right now is obviously being able to support local shops. This is all a local initiative. So
Yes.
every vendor on there is a local vendor, 100% locally owned, locally ran. So I think that's a big benefit for customers, is they can support the small shops, but they can do it in one place in one transaction.
Food, entertainment, fashion,
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
So we have
as long as it's local, it's good.
Yeah, we have standard businesses. We have an option for restaurants. We have an option for charities and nonprofits. So we're really trying to give something to each type of business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And also the customers can have the confidence in knowing that all of their efforts are being transferred directly to the vendor.
Yeah,
Right.
we
So we don't
don't
keep
touch
commission.
funds at all. It goes directly to the vendor.
Yep.
Right.
Instantly, because it's through Stripe. So the vendor gets the money instantly,
Right.
which is another huge benefit.
Shout out to Stripe, which is in some of our local businesses here in town.
Yeah,
Yep.
Stripe's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, so if there are 3 businesses in downtown Aurora, if I was gonna shop them, I could add products, and that money gets instantly split and routed to each vendor instantly.
Right.
So they get 100%, they get paid instantly, they don't have to wait 2 weeks for a check or anything like that.
Right.
So they need that money now, and they're gonna get it instantly.
Right. Now, Good Morning Aurora
Yeah,
is proud to have joined Spots on the Fox community.
yeah.
Let folks know how we are able to support and be supported.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're talking about those partnerships, right? That are
Partners.
Yeah. Well, I think you know what? I think
Teamwork,
it's important. You know, I
Yeah.
think what's the saying? Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right. That is
Yeah.
right.
So-
my friends know that's my slogan right there.
There you
Teamwork
go.
makes the dream work. That's right.
So you know, we know that this is a community effort on multiple levels. You know, coming from the vendors, the customers, the partnerships, the sponsors. We are all in this together, doing it together. So that's where partnerships are so important. We're excited to be partnered.
Mhm.
And we wanna make sure that our partners have added value that they can offer businesses.
Right.
So each partner, so Good Morning Aurora, for example, if a vendor goes to sign up during the checkout process, they can enter coupon code GMA,
Right.
and that's gonna give them 40% discount for the first 12 months, no contract.
Ever. So it's a month-to-month discount, but they don't have to stay the 12 months if they don't want to. One of the things that we wanted to make sure is all the added value that we have for our vendors is we don't want to commit them to something where when they're not sure whether they're going to be able to stay open, or
Of
you know,
course,
we want to make sure that they stick around for the value that it offers, but not because they have to. So they do get a discount for the full 12 months, but it's a month-to-month discount. They can utilize it for however long they want to.
Right. One of the things I like and appreciate about Fox and its beginnings is it's kind of how Good Morning Aurora started because my friends who have businesses were in danger of losing their business.
Yeah.
Some of them, you know,
Yeah.
they no longer had that financial or that disposable income to use to boost a post or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can represent for my friends, let them know that they got, check them out.
Yeah.
And good things happen when we do work together as a team and help advance shared community goals.
Absolutely.
For sure.
And I think that here's the thing.
Yeah.
I believe strongly that with more vaccines being rolled out, with the buildup of consumer confidence, masks, and better healthcare, we're gonna see a boom, right? As restrictions get lifted, I believe that we will see a renaissance of new businesses and people going out and spending capital.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? What's your opinion on that?
Absolutely. We agree with that.
Yeah.
We've been so cooped up and
People are just waiting to go
Yep.
for it.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
So yeah, we agree with that.
What did you learn in 15 years of marketing?
So someone asked me this question in one of the patch ads that we did. We did a spotlight story, and so I actually got to think about that. And I had an internship back when I was like early 20s, and what I learned from that is something that's carried through my entire life since, especially through my work, and that's if you can't figure something out, figure it out and make it happen. Don't give up on it.
Don't just say I can't
Don't
do
say
it, or I don't know how.
Don't say like I can't figure out how to make this design or this graphic, or I can't figure out how to make this feature on the website. Like look it up, figure it out, and make it happen. So that's, she'll be the first person to say like I'll be like, what's better, this or this? She's like, they look the exact same. I'm like, but like I like really spend time on the small things because I think it makes a really big difference. And stuff comes up constantly that we want to add to the site or add to the marketing or something like that. And I always go back to the lesson that I had learned, which was, figure it out. So we always figure it out.
Interesting.
Persevere and being purposeful.
Yeah.
I think that's one we've talked about this year a lot.
That's our word for the year.
Purposeful.
Yeah.
Yep. Everything that we do, and we try to apply it in everything. We have a young one at home. So it's like being purposeful with what we do. I think it's really easy to sometimes tune out of things and go on and into autopilot.
Yes.
It really becomes very easy to just kind of, and I feel like, particularly the winter months, we just kind of like tune into ourselves and.
It's always been, even before the pandemic.
Absolutely.
The cold winter months meant hibernation.
Yes. Yes.
People are cool with you not answering the phone. They're cool with not seeing you because they understand, like, okay,
Yeah.
you're under the blankets with the hot cocoa and all that.
Yeah.
You're just chilling.
6 inches of freezing.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I
it's been
think-
snowing every day for like 3 days.
I know, but I think right now in particular, we cannot afford to do that. We can't afford to tune out of people.
Right.
Right now
Yeah.
people are in need of people. We've had so little interaction, whether it's the winter months or the summer months,
Right.
because of the pandemic. That I think, we need to be purposeful with our connections. We need to be purposeful with our actions, with everything that we do. So he's very thorough in everything that he does with Spots on the Fox. And, there's always a way to make it better, and there's always a way to improve it for our vendors, and making sure that we're giving them everything that we possibly can. So that's just kind of what we've been focused on, is being purposeful and then tuning into our people. And then obviously we take that into our home as well, tuning into our son and making sure that we're engaging him. And he does make that easy because he's a constant, he's 16 months old, so he's he's in constant need of attention.
Yeah.
We got him this like stand-up platform thing so he can like come up to the counter.
It's like a kitchen stool helper where he can get on.
I have a big stand-up desk, and so I like push it up towards me, and he'll like pop up onto my desk, and he like has his books and stuff, so he feels like he's like
He's part of it.
creating
Yes,
stuff.
Yeah,
absolutely.
he's part of
We
it.
do that in the
So-
kitchen too. It's just
Yeah.
so we're being purposeful in everything that we're doing with him, and then everything that we're doing with Spots on the Fox and
Yeah.
together, and trying to stay tuned into each other and tuned into Spots on the Fox needs, our vendors' needs, the community. So that's
My son told me that he wants to be a YouTuber when
Okay.
he grows up.
Yeah.
And, I think our parents, once upon a time, if you say you want to be a YouTuber, that was,
Yeah.
what is that?
yeah, right? Yeah. Get a real job,
It's like, what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do some construction or something. But now,
That's
Right.
the world today.
that is, you can hear something like that and think that's a real,
You can make like
you could do that.
Oh, yes.
pay a month just having subscribers
Yeah.
watch. your
Exactly.
Yes.
So I know what you guys mean about involving the youngsters, because we take that camera home and my son knows how to work it.
Yeah.
Zoom in,
Yeah.
zoom out. How does it look? Check it out.
videos.
Right.
How old is he?
He's 8.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be 9 this year.
Awesome.
So enjoy that 16 months. You know what I'm saying? Because he's about to start shaving. I'm like, they get up there.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We're extremely blessed in
Yeah.
that my husband does work from home, and this was before the pandemic, and I'm a stay-at-home mom, so we are really involved in our son's
Sure.
life, and it is a blessing to see him grow, and just all the little news, like the little new things. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
What have you noticed between the small business community and the big business community? And have you seen any of that transition? Businesses that were perhaps unheard of before or smaller and then grow? Especially like, in the years of marketing and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, my client base is very, I have some clients that are, $30 million a year companies, and then I have, clients that are work from home, they make stuff at home. So
Right.
I do get to meet a lot of business owners and see how they work their business and what struggles that they do have. I think the really big companies, they have the funds to do really great marketing and all of that, where the smaller companies, they need to get the word out more.
Right.
But they need the funds to get the word out more. So I think there's a gap from, growing your social media to getting in front of more people who are going to purchase from you.
Right. Because 100 likes does not mean
No.
that your website has got 100 clicks or the traffic increased that day or you made 100 online sales. That's not right. Yeah.
You need to get on that algorithm, get that going, get interaction with
Right.
people, getting all the shares and everything.
Right.
So one thing that we wanted to provide for our vendors too, we take our marketing knowledge and skills and we work alongside with them to promote their businesses.
Right.
So we do share online, we share on Facebook, social media. We do even run, in certain situations, paid campaigns for vendors.
Okay.
So we're trying to help little companies, medium-sized companies get to where they want,
Yeah, so we're supporting their efforts in marketing. We're not a marketing agency. That's not what Spots on the Fox is.
Sure.
It's kind of like two separate entities. He has his marketing company that he's ran forever, but then Spots on the Fox is a local initiative to support small businesses. So we help support their marketing efforts, and we kind of try to help bridge that gap a little bit by promoting alongside with them. But at the end of the day, Spots on the Fox is a tool for them to use to help promote themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's just something that we want to make sure that our vendors understand. Like, yes, we will 100% get behind you and help support
onboarded, set up, ready to rock.
We're doing one-on-one Zooms, all that good stuff. But like, if you're coming on Spots on the Fox thinking that we're gonna be the it and we're gonna be the ones,
the marketing agency,
right?
Get you to Oprah, right?
Right.
That's a way bigger monthly commitment than
Right.
Yeah.
So. But people should be happy and confident that marketing experience
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
is
absolutely.
behind
100%.
Spots on the Fox.
100%.
That is a right. I mean,
100%.
shouts out to everybody who works at Pet Boys, right? But I mean, I don't want my buddy. Shouts out to you, right? I don't want, he doesn't do websites. So yeah, right, exactly.
So one of the last campaigns that we did, we have a number of big shops in downtown Geneva on board.
Right.
Artemisia, Harvey's Tales, Sincerely You.
Sincerely yours.
Sincerely Yours, sorry. Studio Patty D, Colonel's Popcorn. So we put together an ad campaign, and our whole goal is to promote our vendors. We're just kind of the background platform.
Right.
So the whole campaign was their logos.
Right.
And it was Shop Downtown Geneva for that campaign, and it went out to people that lived in Geneva. And we ran that for 5 days and got a lot of traffic to those companies. So that's, something that we're trying to offer too. It's, we work alongside you to help you promote too.
Yep.
The show ends on a positive note.
Yeah.
What is your message today for the people of Aurora and Fox Valley?
You want to
Got it.
Go.
All right, so, we want to connect with business owners. We want to connect with people in the community. We want to connect with sponsors and people who run chambers and influential people. And we have 1,000% of our heart into Spots. And this is going to be a household name. It's going to be the go-to shop for local only online shopping. This is a local only platform, and we are here to, help customers find new businesses, to help businesses find new customers, and to support the community as one big whole, group of people.
Yeah, we have a vested interest in this. We live in this community.
Right.
Yeah.
So for us, it's extremely important that we make sure that we thrive. This is going to outlive the pandemic.
Yeah.
This is going to be something that's just going to be the go-to for local shopping. And we want to make sure that it's a good fit for everybody. Even if it's not for let's say for a vendor, there's sponsorship opportunities, so you can still contribute to Spots that will in turn contribute to the community.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that's really important for us.
Yeah. Yeah, we just want everyone to know that, our heart is 100%.
Yeah.
So.
Check out Spots on the Fox.
And when you sign up as a vendor, GMA promo code is going to get you 40% off.
That's right.
For the first 12 months. And we will onboard you. We send our vendors stickers for their windows.
Right.
We send them postcards. We send them table tents they can put by the register for when people come check out.
Spots on the Fox is doing great things, and Good Morning Aurora is glad to be a partner with our friends of Spots on the Fox. And we appreciate what you guys are doing, straight up. It's community first. That's all it's about. It's about helping small businesses and helping other people achieve their goals. As you said, teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right, we're in this together.
Yep. So we hope that you guys all out there have a blessed, positive, and safe day, and we will be back here tomorrow with another great episode. Peace.